joined by Hofstra head women's basketball coach Danielle Santos Atkinson and Jalen Hines following tonight's game against UNCW. Coach, opening thoughts on tonight?
The girls really wanted this one for them. Really wanted it for them. We've had a great week of practice. We have momentum coming off of Towson, and they came out and they worked really hard. I mean, we shot 50% for the game. We had great opportunity and got ourselves in the right position to be able to take great shots. I think we allowed their pressure to affect us a little bit. Their pressure affected us a little bit, and then we forced ourselves into some turnovers that were unnecessary and unforced. We had 27 turnovers, which has been our Achilles heel. And we don't have to have that many turnovers. We have people on the floor that can handle the ball. We got people on the floor that can score the ball. We just got to be able to handle that ball with confidence, and we're going to go back, reevaluate what are some pressure releases that we have. But I think we just have to be able to attack with confidence, play with confidence when we're out there on the floor. It's tough to overcome 27 turnovers, given 21 points off those turnovers. So for us, we've got to go back and get to work on that part of the game. But again, we shot 50% for the game. Start of the third quarter, we came out a little slow, not because of anything. On our end, I thought they had great intensity, but we missed 2 shots right away, and they were 2 great shots, and I think it affected us somewhat in coming back on the defensive end of the floor. And so we didn't get ourselves going at a halftime as well. When we did get going, obviously, as you can see, we made it a great game. We won that fourth quarter, but there's, again, just that consistency piece of being able to put together those 40 minutes to take care of the ball.
Coach, you mentioned how you guys shot over 50%. There was a bit of a lull in the third quarter where you kind of fell behind, but you really turned it around in the second half of that quarter, and throughout most of the fourth, really getting it close, brought it to with 1, only down 3. You were down as much as like 12. What did you tell them to keep them in the game, not let the game slip away from you and fight back?
Exactly, kind of what I just said, but not allowing some of the circumstance of that start of that quarter to affect what we were doing, to get back to doing what we had been doing really well. I think, again, we had 2 great shots there. We gave up that 3, but we had 2 good shots. We had a wide open 3 from Anna, and we had a shot in the paint by Jalen, which were 2 great shots that they'll make 50% of the time. That just happened to be the other 50% that we missed it, and I think there we kind of got deflated when they hit that 3 and then stretched it to double digits. Again, we fought back after that, and we were able to overcome. But I think, as you said, the start of that third quarter, we kind of fell behind and then fought ourselves back and got back to playing with the confidence that we could.
Jalen, yet again, you led the way in scoring for this team. I mean, it just seems like you're almost just so flawless out there. It's hard to put a stop to you out there sometimes, it looks like. But I mean, down that fourth quarter stretch, how was the team rallying? Because it just seemed like every time I looked over at the bench, everybody was jumping up and down for every single bucket, and it was just like I really started feeling the passion coming from that bench. I mean, what were all of you thinking over that?
Yes, we really talk a lot about energy, bringing the energy whether you're on the court or off the court. The bench brings great energy, like you said. That gets us going in the game, get our momentum up, play with a bounce, and that really just helps us out.
Coach, on Friday, Val Valcourt, season high, 8 points, and then Sunday, Anna, who had a couple of tough games from beyond the arc, goes 4 for 8, and she had a good night tonight from 3-point land, and also tonight, Jaquela Brown comes in after missing almost a month that second half, and tonight Jalen Hines continues to play well. So with all these pieces coming together, how excited are you for this second half of CAA play, especially this Sunday against Charleston?
Really excited as we get going. As I said, I've always felt like we've had an upward trajectory with this team. There's potential within this team, and that's what we've talked about, is realizing our potential and really, as you said, putting the pieces together and understanding what it is that this team's really capable of. I think as we continue to do that and we continue to put people in the right positions to score, continue to work on some of the things that we need to work on, our growth is there. The growth that we've had, the wins within the team, we've had those. And I think if we continue to work, we continue to do that, we'll eventually see those wins in the win-loss column.
Coach, 2 areas your squad did really well on today, of course, is rebounds, out-rebounding the opposition, but also you talk about the turnovers you committed. Your team actually did a fantastic job in this game, 22 points off of 23 turnovers from the other team. Can you speak to your team's ability to sometimes maybe flip what's not working well with you the other way and kind of put it on the opposition?
Right. I thought we did a great job tonight defensively when we did turn our pressure up and forcing them into turnovers. We pressed a little bit there, we trapped a little bit there, and they were really working together. We were really in sync on the defensive end as we were looking to trap and looking to force some turnovers, and we were able to do that. And so we continue to put those pieces together on the offensive end, on the defensive end, continue to use some of the weapons that we have in our arsenal. It's going to be a really exciting second half.
How'd you feel to see Jaquel Brown back out there putting up double figures and not even 9 minutes of action, not even 10 minutes of action?
Yeah, I thought it was great. She came out with a confidence. She's been in practice. She's been practicing really well. She came back and didn't miss a beat, and it was great to see her out there on the floor.
Also, do you have any insight into the final call-up you were going to call there at the end of the game, 17 seconds to go, or do you have any insight into that, or would you know like this?
It's a secret. We definitely wanted to win the game, that's for sure. We wanted to get a shot off, and